I go to the bathroom,
Yeah.
close the door, I look at it. Bro, and it reads, yo, I missed my period. I read that, and I blacked out. Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Talks Podcast with your hosts Justin
and Josh.
Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 13.
Let's go.
I know, this is actually crazy. I'm excited. Today's going to be a fun topic. I have so much to say.
That's good.
But first I'd like to ask, how are you? What's going on?
Bro, I'm good. So me and Justin share Netflix. Well, he takes my Netflix and I was like, yo, Justin, I got to watch something, hop off. So the show that I watched with Alyssa is called Murderville. Have you heard of Murderville?
So I saw this thing on Instagram. You sent it to me.
Bro, yeah, it's so there's only 6 episodes, each of them 30 minutes each. And Justin, you got to watch it today.
Is it funny?
It's the best show. It's so funny. And there's only 6 episodes.
Yeah, as someone explained it, it's scripted, but one person doesn't know
exactly.
The
Here, let me tell you about it. So the show has like a storyline, but their guest stars have no script. So
they're like improvising
the whole time. And what they're trying to do is solve a mystery. So they have Justin,
cool.
It's like an escape room, but just that on a TV show.
Oh, who are the so it's guest
stars? So they're
famous guest.
Yeah. So there's Conan O'Brien. Remember Chang from the Community?
Yeah.
He's on there, and then there's a bunch of on the Community. Yeah, but then there's all these other people, and they're so funny. Chang, oh man, you should, because I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but me and Alyssa were laughing so hard. Justin, when I tell you this show is like comedy gold, just because their reactions to whatever the main character, just watch it, bro. It's so funny.
That actually sounds
good.
Like a show I would enjoy.
It's so good.
Bro, when was the last time you hit up an escape room?
That is a good question. They haven't been open, so
yo, anyone out there, if you haven't done an escape room, Josh, why do you enjoy escape rooms?
Man, it just makes you feel so smart when you get it. When you figure it out, there's that spark of it gets your adrenaline going. You know what I mean?
I love it because you're literally put in a different it's like you're in a movie.
Literally.
And then you got all the I've been to bad ones, but the one of the best ones where it was I love horror ones.
Right.
Because horror ones are they're the best escape rooms. You're escaping death or something like that.
Yeah.
Right? Yo, I went to one in I think it was Mississauga. It was literally you go in, there's a ton of rooms. You have to go into 4 different rooms in this one room, and then you go onto a monkey bars.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I love the interactive stuff where you have to crawl underneath spaces, and you get to do active things. The funniest thing, Matthew, our buddy Matthew, he's not the most fit guy out there,
right?
So he did it with us, and we get to the monkey bars part here, and there's two ways of escaping that place: go through the monkey bars or fall into the pit, and then you have to go there's another puzzle to get out of that door when you fall into the pit,
right? And
but to avoid that puzzle, you just go through the monkey bars.
Okay.
Matthew's just all right, I'll see you guys on the other side. and just jumps right into the pit. I'm oh my god, Matthew, man. And so we go, and someone, I forget who it was. Someone was just okay, I have to go with him because just in case he doesn't get the puzzle, he won't be able to make it through.
Oh my god.
No, but escape rooms are so much fun,
They're so sick.
I definitely want to go soon. What week is it? You've been up? How long have you been up at Sault Ste. Marie now?
It's already been a month. Yeah.
Oh my!
It's already been a month.
Counting down the days.
Kinda, bro. But yeah, no, it's nice. You know what?
Are you enjoying it up there?
Yeah, 100%. It's peaceful, man. I realize I am getting a lot done, but in my mind I was I know I can get more done. I'm putting too much what's the word? Not pressure, but I'm being too hard on myself. I realized.
Yeah.
just because being up here, there's not too much to.
There's nothing to do.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I've just been working.
Is there escape rooms up there?
I have no clue.
Is there a trampoline park up there?
You know, okay. The funniest thing is the funniest miscommunication ever with me and Alyssa, because I asked her randomly. I was like, "Hey, are there any clubs here in Sault Ste. Marie?" Right?
Okay.
Like, but in my head, I was thinking like nightclubs, and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's a ton." I looked at her. I was like, "What? How would you like what?" I was like, "Oh, you okay?" Like, you. And then I just made a joke. I was like, "Oh, you've been to all of them without me?" She's like, "No, I don't want to join any stupid clubs." She was talking about her school clubs, bro. I was like, "Oh my god." I was like, that's funny. we got two different mindsets. Bro.
Well, she's there for school, and you're there
I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm here to chill, bro. It's so funny, but
no, but I love that you were saying how like it's peaceful up there. Like, how often do you go out? Like, Mike,
honestly, not well now. Now I'll be going out more just because Alyssa is finally going to school like in person.
In person? Oh, okay.
Right? So I'll like what I'm gonna be doing is like walking with her, so I get like my steps and all that. Yeah, bro, I'm counting my steps.
Why don't you go on a fucking adventure, bro? You're at Sault Ste.
Bro, I know. I thought about it, but like,
bring your camera. Just go on a hike.
It's cold. The camera's gonna freeze. The
camera's fine. It's a DSLR.
We're gonna find a day where like. Because there was a day where it was like 3 degrees, right? But from there, it was I think Wednesday or Thursday. Alyssa had school all day, and I don't want to adventure on my own. So
why?
I don't know. I'm very dependent. Like I love having people
doing things.
I know I gotta train myself to do things alone, but. Probably when Alyssa's at school, I'll probably adventure somewhere. But that's besides the point. When the temperature is nicer. Obviously I'm gonna go out and all that. Yeah.
See, it's so funny. It's so funny that I'm telling you, like, yo, you're in Sault Ste. Marie, go adventure, go out on your own.
I know.
I'm in Oshawa, and like I haven't like. Well, it's because I'm too.
My light fell. Bro, the camera got so dark. Okay, there we go. Let's fix that up. Wow, it's better lighting. Let's go. All right, sorry, go on. Oshawa.
Yeah, there's so many, like, I would assume there's, like, I wouldn't know, but I would assume there's so many hiking trails here. Oshawa's so, like, it's not city, like, there's, like, still a lot of, like, forestry around here.
Right.
And, like, conservation areas, I think. I don't know. But, like, I feel like I need to go do that. Go out and just adventure. But it's also because, like, the only reason I don't is because, like, I'm super busy.
Right.
Doing things alone. Do you know how I'm kind of, like,
because I've seen you
training that?
I've seen you, like, shoot alone before, like, take pictures alone.
Yeah, but it's so hard. It is so hard to do that alone.
Right.
Like, there's this video I posted on Instagram. Well, also because it's winter, it's super cold. I went out because I was so motivated one day and inspired. I was just like, okay, like, it's been a while since I've just been out and shot, so I'm just gonna go out and shoot. It was like -15.
Oh,
and my hands are freezing. I'm freezing. I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Like, let's just go.
Yeah.
No, but yeah. So doing things alone. I signed up for a gym membership here in Oshawa.
Nice.
And I've been going to the gym alone.
Nice.
Now, here's the thing. I understand why people go to, like, big gyms like Good Life or, like, LA Fitness or, like, Orange Theory or wherever people go to the gym, right?
Right.
Because there's a lot of, like not body, but, like, people that are there for, like, actual, like, bodybuilding and, like, cardio training or whatever. Like, people that are young and fit.
Yeah.
Bro, I go to a community center.
Okay.
Because it's literally $25 a month.
Nice.
They have all the gear. The problem is, I go in the mornings. So I go from 7 or 7:30 to 8 to 8:30.
Right.
And there's literally 3 other people there, and they're like in their 70s.
Yo, you go in, you're like, yo, where are the shorties?
no,
just the oldies, like, bro. What's going on? No,
because in my head I'm thinking, oh, if I ever want to hit a PR, I can't be like, yo, Jim, can you come over here?
And he's just walking so slow.
No, these guys are old, and there's only, like, literally, I love it because it's so empty.
No, that's good.
But, like, there's only, like, 3 of them, and they're old as hell.
No, that's cool. That's fine.
But going to the gym,
very
like,
lonely, but
yeah, I used to never like going to the gym alone, but now it's like, I think I don't know what the reason would it be for. Like I thought it would be because like I just couldn't do it alone.
Right.
But now I kind of have like I have a plan.
Right.
Like I'm there every week with like actual
A planner.
workouts.
Yeah, that's good. No, that's really good.
Oh, how's your you said last week you
Yeah.
got the app.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Like are you fulfilling it? Like
of
what's
course,
going on?
it's just so tiring. Bro, I don't know, like
Are you still working out every day?
yeah. But like it's so like sometimes I miss an hour and I was like, shoot, like I should have done it. It's so
Wait,
hard
what
for
do you mean miss an hour?
because usually I work out like at like 11:30 or 12, right? Just before lunch, and then I'd work out again. But sometimes like I'm so preoccupied by like my workflow. Like my
Yeah.
workflow interrupts my workout, and I don't know. I gotta.
Yeah, but I don't know why you work out in intervals. That's kind of weird.
What do you mean? Like work out once in the morning? Once in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just nice to like do a workout in the morning to really get yourself going, and then at the end where you've already moved so much, like your body's already technically like stretched. So it's just good to do it again, right? Like, and because you just work out once a day, right?
Once in the morning for an hour, yeah.
Yeah. See, like I work out.
That's only because like it would be a little longer. It's just I can only be there for an hour
right.
because COVID.
Oh, it gives you a time limit.
the
Oh,
only
that's true.
yeah, that sucks. But anyways, it's funny that you're saying like you work out once in the morning and once at night, and like how do you feel after both those workouts? Like, do you feel relieved? Do you feel like
some days I'm like, oh, that was nice. You know, I was like, oh, now I'm awake. But then there's some days where like, oh, now I have to, because like when I work out, I go right back to what I do, which is like just sit in my computer and kind of produce and all that stuff.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay. Well, like, then I was like, yeah, like it's good that I did that, but now I'm just sitting down and relaxing again. I don't know. I don't know if it's like counterintuitive, but in my head I was like, no, it's fine. Like at least I'm working out and staying fit. But
Yeah, there we go. Now I've been like, here's the thing. Like the past couple days, like I've been super inspired. I've been I don't know why I clicked on. I was out of podcasts to listen to, and
Right.
Impulsive just put out a new episode
okay,
with Mike Posner.
yeah,
Now the funniest thing is like I clicked on it because I didn't know who Mike Posner was. I thought it was someone else.
oh really?
Yeah, I'm like, I swear Mike Posner was this other guy, but you know Mike
Yeah,
Posner,
he's
the guy
a-
that goes
yeah,
that
yeah.
sings.
He's a singer. He's an artist,
I took a
right?
pill in a Vici. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, in Ibiza.
in Ibiza.
I took a pill in Ibiza to show Avicii. Yeah, it was cool. Anyways, bro, have you listened to it yet?
I haven't listened to it now.
So guys, I as I was listening to it, literally the first couple of minutes will get you hooked. I was
Really?
listening to it. I sent it to Josh right away. I was like, "Yo, Josh, listen to this podcast." Bro, like so inspiring.
Really?
So inspiring. So he took like he basically talked about his like music like his journey.
Right.
Here's the thing. I only know 2 songs from him.
Right.
Do you know any other songs from Mike Posner?
Honestly, not here. Let me search that. I want to see if I do know any songs from him.
Cooler Than Me.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
Don't
right,
you
she
a
was
song to make
song-
you fall in love? Yeah.
And I took those are his only 2 hits.
I wouldn't say only. I'm sure
Nope,
like
no. So back he was just like, guys, like back in 2010, like he was in college. He was so cool. He was like he would be going to these shows, and he always had this run-on joke is just like I was on these shows taking off my shirt singing this song, and then like it kind of fizzled.
Right.
And he was just like, that was like one of his first songs ever.
right. Yeah.
And then he was just like, the next one, it wasn't a hit. The next one I wrote was even less than a hit. And then everyone kept telling him like, yo, like you're just a one-hit wonder.
Ooh.
And then
That's my
he
worst
went,
nightmare, bro.
Yeah, and then he went through this journey. Like then he talks about this song, and like, bro, it's a sad song.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so like if you actually listen to do you know that's a remix?
Is it?
Yeah, I Took a Pill in Ibiza. The original is an acoustic, and it's sad as fuck. But this guy named Seb made a remix to like it's a club song.
Right.
I took a pill and it's crazy. So, anyways, when you get a chance, listen to it. But it was so motivational because like what he talks about after is like his life, like finding himself.
Right.
because it's like, he walked across America.
Okay.
Because he told himself like he's always wanted to do that.
Right.
And when he first thought about it, he was like, he was just like, I couldn't do it that year because of this. I couldn't do it this year because of my album. I couldn't do it that year. Like, after years and years and years gone by, and he was just like, I'm finally going to do it.
Yeah.
And he did it in 2019.
Damn.
And he climbed Mount Everest last year.
No way, really?
Yeah, I know. I'm listening to this guy. I'm like, fuck, like, this guy's, like, that's crazy. Just finding yourself like that. And as I'm listening to this guy, I'm like, yo, like, life is so short. He's 33.
Right.
But I'm like, holy fuck, like, life is so short.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, he just it was just such an amazing episode. I just got super inspired. I'm like, there's so much I want to do in life.
Yeah, no, I gotta watch that. I gotta listen to it. That's cool.
Like, do you want to walk across Canada with me?
This guy said across Canada. Dog, you know
like
how
Terry
cold
Fox?
Canada is?
So there's a theory. There's a method to it.
Go in the summer.
No. You start early spring.
Okay.
So you finish by early December, like before winter.
Right.
So you're not.
How many
walking
months
or
do you think
training.
it'll take to? How many months do you
It took
like?
It took him 6.
No, but
It took him 6
Canada,
months.
like Canada's a lot. Is Canada?
Canada's as wide as.
No, what do you
actually,
think's
don't,
long?
Don't quote me on that.
Hold on.
Don't
What do you
quote me
think's
on that.
bigger, Canada or the U.S.?
Not bigger, longer.
Longer. What's longer? Canada
America.
or America?
Canada.
Wait, let's have our votes quick. Actually, no, it doesn't
All
matter.
right, what do you guys think? Okay, so
Canada.
no. It says Canada has a larger land mass,
Making
Let's
Canada
look at
1.6 larger than the States.
Oh, let's go down to maps. No, you're right. Canada.
Yeah,
is
so it'd
longer.
probably take a couple more hours to finish, I guess. Yo, if we run from corner to
run.
corner, I think we could do it in like 4 months.
Now, Josh, what I found the deepest part of the thing was when he was on his walk, he'd be like, he would reach out on Instagram and be like, yo, people, like, guys, like, I'm walking across from America. Like, if you're in this state, come and find me.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
And he would have these deep conversations
Right.
with like his followers. And I'm like, yo, that's amazing. And there's this one story, I'm not going to spoil it, but like you actually got to listen to it. It was just like the quote, basically what he said was, if you want to have a really want to get deeper than small talk, because honestly, some people find small talk really hard, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you want to find like a really deep way to like segue into another, like a deeper level of a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
you ask, hey man or girl, hey, if there's one thing I can pray about for you, what would it be?
Dang. That's not even small. Like, that's a big topic, right?
Yeah, but it's like such a small segue, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Very, yeah.
And he was just like, he's gotten some interesting conversations. I was like, yeah, like I can only imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So that podcast was just fantastic. But here's the thing, like that's kind of what I want this podcast to be, like the Talks podcast. Like we talk, we have fun, we get inspiring, we get motivational. But at the end of the podcast, I hollered, like I fucking cried, screaming.
Oh yeah,
because of how funny it was. So they talked about, like, Mike Posner talked about the first time he got in a fight,
right?
And it was so funny because Mike was just like, yeah, bro, like I totally got my fucking ass kicked, this and that. And then George Janko was like, yeah, but have you ever won any fights? He was just like, nah, man, like I've won 0 fights. And George was just like, hey, don't worry, you got the same track record as
I'm
Logan.
dead, bro.
Or something along those lines. I was
Bro,
crying
George
because,
is
like,
so funny, man.
He hit that note like perfectly. Like perfectly. It was so funny.
Yeah, no, George is so funny. He's so funny.
Dog, I love it. I love when because it's so funny that Logan's still at like
0, bro.
one tie, one loss, 0 wins. Like that's so funny to me. And Jake's at like how many knockouts?
Bro, he's killing it. He's crazy. What?
Do you have anything else to say? That's kind of
That's it. Hey, I was expecting you to say more, but
no, like honestly, if like I love podcasts because of how inspiring they are. Like I stopped listening to music.
Right.
Like bro, I was at, like even in the gym, like as I was working, like
I'm dead.
I'll work out.
You're probably listening to some guy just like and up, and you're like, I got this, and down.
No. I'm working out to music, but when I'm on a run or on a walk, like when I'm cooling down or I'm on a run, like I can't listen to music.
Right.
It gets so boring.
That's so funny.
Now, I wanted to jump into NFTs real quick.
Bro, you know what's so funny about NFTs? Because I realized in one of our podcasts we talked about NFTs and how you were going to create one. And then a couple days later, like for some dumb reason, I was on like the internet and I was like, oh, like you can turn music into NFTs, right? So in my head, I was like, yo, maybe I should create an NFT. So I hit up our boy, our little media creating boy. And then he said, "Oh, Justin asked me the same thing," and I was like, "Wait, what?" And then because I totally forgot we talked about NFTs.
We talked about it,
but yeah. Hey, what were you gonna say about NFTs before I jumped in there?
Would you? So have you looked into NFTs?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I took a few hours to really research about it and like how it works and kind of the way it grows. And I like in my head I was like, oh, it's cool, but the only reason why these NFTs are blowing up, like some of them anyways, are because the people who sell it or the people who distribute it are like celebrities and are famous. You know what I mean? So with credibility and like there's like it's not just owning the NFT, but there's value, there's like real value behind like an NFT, right? Like there's one where if you have it, you can go to this special like yacht club and all this dumb stuff. If I were to like, because when I was thinking about creating mine, I was like, oh, like if someone, let's say, owned like my NFT, like they'd have special access to, you know, demos that I've never put out, or like unreleased music, or like behind the scenes of like odd, you know what I mean? Just like things that have like been through the process of my like music journey, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I really thought about this. So like obviously like I'm a huge fan of like Logan Paul. Now I think, I don't know if this was intentional, but I think Logan Paul's a fucking genius.
Right.
Like an absolute genius. So even before NFTs were a thing, like NFTs have always been like, it was floating around in the air.
Right.
Logan was a huge fan. Like he started collecting Pokemon
yeah.
cards. But in my head, I'm like, when, like, you got to think about when this all started. When did this whole Pokemon card collecting game start for Logan?
Right.
A little before he started talking about NFTs.
Okay.
Now imagine this. So do you obviously heard about him losing $3.5 million?
Yeah, I saw that headline. Yeah.
Now take this in, okay? Follow the sequence of events. Logan Paul gets obsessed with Pokemon cards. He's getting real Pokemon cards, like he's
authentic,
authenticated Pokemon cards. And he's like, "Oh, this is real." But then he hints out that he's bought fake Pokemon cards. There's a video where like he got sold a Pokemon card. He ripped it open and it was fake. Right?
Weren't they like GI Joes or something?
No. So that's before the GI Joes. This is another like single card that he bought, and then he peeled it open, and it was another card behind the actual card. So it's fake. So anyways, he was like, okay, whatever. That was just like a one-off. So he's still buying, still giving it away. Pokemon cards are like rare collectibles because they've been in the market forever.
Of course, yeah.
But how can you tell if it's real? You know what I mean? Now, with this whole thing with the $3.5 million on the box, he even said in one of his podcasts that thing was getting passed around him. Like Logan Paul being the number one Pokemon collector in the game right now, and this unopened, authenticated box of Pokemon cards is not even being like introduced to him.
Okay.
Why is that? right? Logan was just like, yo, there's so many red flags here because like if you really wanted to sell this thing, sell it to me. And then they were just like, yo, like the reason why they didn't want to sell it to Logan was because like Logan's the only one with the balls to fucking open it.
Right.
Let alone record and open it.
Right.
But now in my head, I'm like, yo, what if, in my head, I was like, yo, what if it was staged? Because now Logan's like, yo, like the reason why NFTs are so sick is because you can authenticate it through the blockchain.
Okay.
So what if this whole Pokemon thing for Logan was a huge like conspiracy? This is a conspiracy theory. What if it was a whole theory to like just promote NFTs? Because like, yo, you can't authenticate a box, but you can authenticate what's inside of it if it's connected to the blockchain.
Okay.
An NFT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was just my thing. I was just thinking like, what if the reason why he did this whole thing was to promote NFTs? Because NFTs, yo, he's always talking about like Web3. He's always talking about crypto. He's always talking about like what's next. Yeah. How do you promote what's next? How do you show people why the next step is where it's at? Because it's real.
Right.
Through the blockchain.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, I don't know if that story's legit, but in my head, I'm like, yo, if he did that on purpose,
like starting all the way back from
last year, or genius. That's such an insane marketing tactic. I'm like, this guy.
Yeah, it's exactly like Apple's, right? It's like create a problem. Hey, like here's a problem. Why can't we make this?
No. There's a solution. There's a solution, which is NFTs, and then you create.
There we
go.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, silly. Yeah, but I was thinking of actually buying an NFT.
Really? With Ethereum, bro? I was thinking about it. I was like, because I don't know. Because I'm still on the fence about it. Because obviously I'm not 100% in on it right now. But the idea of selling your own NFTs and like making profit that way, sounds nice, bro. Yes, I got a laser pointer for Jersey. And because we gave her,
I swear you've already
we had one, but like it was a couple months back, and like the battery died on it, so we just forgot about it. So we got another one, and when I tell you, she loves it so much that she, like, when she's done playing, she starts panting. Bro, you know how how dogs pant? Like, bro, I've never heard a cat pant before, but it's so funny, and she gets so tired too, which is like. Because obviously she's an indoor cat, so she doesn't do much. She just sleeps for like 12 hours of the day, and then becomes like a menace for the rest of the hours. But with this laser pointer, like we get to play with her, and then she gets tired out and sleep. I love it.
No, that's cute. So do you want to jump right in?
Ask me.
What is the most embarrassing story that you have?
Bro, my whole life's an embarrassment. But I would say in my early days, I won't even say this is embarrassing, but like scary. This definitely one of the scariest moments of my life. Let's start there. Let's talk about the first time I ever blacked out, okay? And when I tell you, like, this is no joke. Like, I can guarantee like 90% of men out there will relate to this because it's the first time I ever got like a pregnancy scare. Okay. And like right from there, guys, like it's no joke. It's no joke, man. Cause I remember this happening because you, me, and it was our big brother, Matt. We're all watching a movie, right? And I forget the movie, but that's obviously irrelevant. I get a text from said girlfriend at the time. Bro, this joke's never ending. So what she sent me a text and I look at it, but like I looked at it quickly and I was like, I didn't get to read it all the way because it's like I was like I wanted to see the message, so I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom, close the door, I look at it, bro, and it reads, I missed my period. I read that and I blacked out. Like, I remember standing, reading the message, And then out of nowhere, everything went black. Like, black, bro. And I hit the ground. Like, I wake up like 2-3 seconds later on the ground. I was like, I'm on the floor. I was like, yo, what the heck just happened? I was like, what the hell just happened? I looked at my phone again. Blacked out, bro. It's one of those. It was.
How old were you?
Don't worry about the age. It does not matter the age.
The age does matter.
What happens? What happened was like, and now I'm freaking out. So, I was like, oh, I'm sure it's just late, right? But she was due like a week ago, so she was already late. And Justin, ask me how long I had to wait. Actually, I'm not even gonna ask you. This is what happened.
How long did you have to wait?
So every single day I prayed. Every single day I prayed. I was like, yo, listen, like, I can't, like, I was like, listen, I can't
do
like
this. I'll go to church.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I was like,
I
I can't do this. Like, it was brutal. It was brutal, bro. When I tell
so you're already crying about it, just thinking about it.
I've had a stuffy nose, but when I tell you, I'll tell you how long I had to wait. So I prayed for 28 days, okay? 28 brutal days I had to pray. And then the 28th day, she messages me, okay? Longest 28 days of my life, by the way, because I'm here thinking, man, like, I gotta start prepping to be like how to be a father,
be a daddy,
like, bro. Like, this is when I never even took parenting yet. Like, you remember that at the cottage episode?
Yeah.
So I didn't even take parenting at the time. What you call it? Longest 28 days of my life. She finally hits me back with, Josh, you're not the father. I got my period. Well, that was misleading. You're not the father.
Yeah, you're not the father. You're
father.
Cheating on me?
Josh, you're not a father. I got my period. And I was like, yes. I was like, let's go, bro. I screamed.
See?
I literally screamed. I was like, no way. Because I was like praying. I was like, yo, if I was like, if she gets it, I'm never doing it again. I swear. I was like, I'm never doing it again.
Never have a second. See, no, you're lucky. No, do you know why you're lucky? Though?
Why? What do you mean lucky?
You were in a. No. Listen. Yeah. Obviously, it came out like she got a period, but you got a pregnancy scare with your girlfriend.
Oh my god, yo,
go on. My first pregnancy scare.
You never even told me about this one.
My first pregnancy scare was with just a hookup.
No way.
Yeah,
bro. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was bad. No, honestly, it was bad because, like, bro, just can you imagine?
No, I can't imagine, bro. When I tell you, I can't imagine.
Having a kid with someone that was just like you don't see yourself being with this person even for the next week. She was just there. I'm like, oh my god. So basically, like, it's a really quick story. Like, we hooked up and she was just like, oh, Justin, I took a pregnancy test. And I'm like, I was too young and naive to understand that, like,
yeah,
like, you have to wait a month.
Okay.
Like, she did it just for shits and giggles. I think. I don't know.
Right.
She said she missed her period, and I was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, she took a test, and she showed me the results. And it came out positive.
Oh my god.
And bro, I'm absolutely fucking shitting myself.
You're like, what's mom gonna think, bro?
No, I'm losing my shit. But then the next day she goes like, oh, it was just a joke. I was like, yo, you don't joke about that stuff.
Yo, no way.
No, I actually like, that was so funny.
Dog, I can imagine.
I was like, oh yeah, that ended that, by the way.
Right. You're like, yeah, this is never happening. Yeah,
this is not
again,
this not yeah,
ever.
It's not working out. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
No, that was the first time you ever blacked out.
Yeah.
When you read that.
Have I ever, yeah, that's the first time I've blacked out, bro. Scariest moment of my life.
Bro, the first time I ever blacked out was back in grade 4. And it was weird because, like, I still remember it. So it's weird. Like in life, like there's so many things you can remember vividly.
Of course, yeah.
And some things you obviously forget. This is one of the things that like I'll never forget because it wasn't traumatizing. It was just like memorable. Right. So I remember it was winter, and I was out like we were out for recess, just chilling, whatever, and my body starts getting itchy. Okay. I'm like, okay, recess was only 15 minutes anyway. So we get back inside, and I go to the washroom, and I took off all my clothes, and I have like hives all over my body. Jeez. So I go to my teacher. I was like, yo, Miss Green, like, I got hives all over my body. And she's like, oh, okay, go down to the office. I was like, okay, cool. I go down to the office, and I take a seat. Now, you know, in the movies where they have the effect of like anxiety or like you can't really see, like your vision's all blurry, and like they say like in like diluted voice, it's like, I don't feel so good. Oh yeah. That's literally how I felt. Way. But then I woke. Then I was just in my head. I'm like, man, like looking at it from a different perspective, I must have looked like a fucking weirdo. Yeah. So, anyways, I sat down and then I stood up and I did exactly that. I was like, I don't feel so good. And then the next second, I'm no out. Way. And then I remember staring at the reception desk, and then the next, I'm in a bed. Mm. And then they called the ambulance, and then I think they just gave me some epinephrine, I don't know. But it was so weird because the second time I blacked out was a very, very different like experience. Okay. Like being knocked out by your body is a lot less painful than being knocked out by someone else. Yeah, but it's pretty embarrassing if you ask me, bro. Imagine just getting knocked out by yourself. Ugh, the worst. I think I've shared this before, but for anyone else listening, like I went head to head with a professional MMA fighter, and like I'm just this amateur fucking boxer, right? And I'm like, oh, whatever. Now this guy, his track record's like 36-4-0. He's won 36, tied 4, lost 0, right, bro? And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm aware. I wore the headgear. I was there. That's why I'm laughing. I wore the headgear. I wore the body gear, and I had gloves on. And we're just going at it, right? Now, me thinking this is boxing. We're just gonna go like 1, 2, 1, 1, jab, whatever, right? Bro pulls a fucking backhand, like 360 backhand swing to the face, and the craziest thing was like, bro, I didn't see it coming. Really? Like, I didn't see it. Bro, I'm punching, and then the next second, I'm down. I'm like, you just knocked me the fuck out. Bro, it was fucking whack. That's so... Bro, when I watched that, I was like, Justin, stop kidding around. You got this. Bro, I was like, what? What just happened? Why aren't you getting up? So bro, he felt so bad. He felt so bad, huh? It's funny because I have the same track record as Shut up. Oh my god. Bro, I'm just as good as Logan Paul. He felt so he's like, yo, Justin, here, I'll give you a free punch. He felt so bad because I think he didn't like he gave you a little cut lip, right? Oh yeah, bro was the 360 backhand. But honestly, thank God I was wearing the headgear, because if I wasn't wearing the headgear, bro, actual lights out. Like, I'd be out for like a couple days. you kind of fell. No, he has a good swing, oh yeah, man. No, professional guy, right? So. Oh yeah. So. Good times. That's all we got to. Good times. So no, what I want to end this off with was I was listening to like more of Logan's episodes. Josh kicked me off of Netflix as I was watching The Office. We were doing it. Me and Nagina, we were doing a deep clean in our basement here. We're doing a deep clean. I was just listening to Impulse, and I'm like, bro, like, what I want is I want to live a more like entertaining and more like full life. I want to be able to live a life with stories. Mm-hmm. No, I feel that. So, and like. Obviously, like, we do this once a week, but like I'm struggling to figure out like, yo, like, what else? What's next? I feel that. You know what I mean? Like, what do we talk about? I feel that. And one, that's a huge reason why I want to like bring guests on. But like, I want to like, bro, people go through so much in life, and I'm like, yeah, like I want to go on an adventure. I want to meet new people. I want to do this. It's kind of tough because of COVID,
Yeah.
but like there's so much more life that we could be living, and I want to learn to be a little more selfish.
Right.
So I think that's something I'm gonna try doing this year. Like, just being more. Have you watched the life of something MIDI? What's that?
The life of.
What's that?
Is it a movie? Oh, I
Yeah.
think I know what movie you're talking about.
Secret Life. Oh, The Secret Life of Walter.
Yeah,
Mitty.
I've never watched it though.
Bro, it's like it's you actually should watch it. It's amazing, bro. Like he has a job in New York or like
Like an
somewhere.
accounting job,
And then
or
no, like he's he does prints for like
Okay.
film, for like this this news article or like this magazine.
Right.
Basically, yeah, he does prints for the magazine. Anyways, he goes on this huge adventure to find this guy to get this one piece of film.
right.
But he's in Greenland. He goes to Iceland. He jumps in at the ocean. Like he goes on this crazy adventure
Just to get a print?
just to get this film.
Oh, film. Okay.
So anyways, yeah, like it's crazy because it's like in my head I'm like, yeah, like I want to go on an event. Like you're in Sault Ste. Marie right now. Like you want but I mean like you're kind of just stuck. Like if you should be going out. And
I should be, but at the same time, like, cause you
gotta focus.
we
on
have
music
like
right now.
we have our work ethics as well, right? It's like when we think like with our time, like we want to use it to our fullest, right? Yeah, we want to use it to like enjoy and like be happy with our lives, but at the same time, like we do have a grind. You know what I mean? It's like we're you know at the end of the day, like we love to push ourselves and work. You know what I mean? So it's so conflicting. It's so conflicting.
I know. And like you were saying, right? It was like you work so hard and still think like, fuck, like I'm not even doing enough.
Exactly.
I'm not doing enough. Yeah. I had a client hit me up literally late last night, just do some more revisions. And I'm like, oh my God. Like that's my life. Like my life is just work.
Exactly.
Work. So I'm trying my best to try to transition to like figure out how to balance life and work at the same time. But like it's a slow transition. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Like I'm an absolute workaholic.
Yeah.
So now, do you know what else I want to do? Bro, I want to make like I want to get back into music.
Oh
I don't know
I
why.
was telling you about like that one song we wrote back in what? That was like
who's we?
You, me, and Gabe. Like
yeah.
that song's super nice, but we just got to work on it. That's all.
Yeah, I know. It is a good song. We'll drop it. But yeah, Avon's getting back into music too. Did you see?
I didn't.
I'll share the story with you. But Avon, our boy from high school, like he posted on his Instagram. Here's like 2021, like during COVID, like he's always had a thing for music.
Oh, really?
Do you ever remember him freestyling in high school?
Not really.
Oh, are you kidding me? But yeah, like he's getting back into music, and I'm like, yo, honestly, like, I just want to get back into it just for like, cause it's fun. Like it's a hobby that I enjoy and that like it could take me somewhere, you know? So that's what I'm going to try doing as well. Just continue writing this year.
No, that's sick.
Anyways, what do you have planned for the rest of the day?
Just work more. Bro, you know what I love about Sundays? Oh my gosh. I'm glad we're ending it on this, but you know why I love Sundays so much?
Why do you love
Sundays? The reason why Sundays are the best right now is because Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer, both of those shows run weekly every Sunday. And for all my anime weebs out there, dude, Justin, Demon Slayer, like it just left on the
insane
craziest cliffhanger. And I was like, where do you go from that? It was like, it's one of those. So like, it was to the point where I was like, let me just read the manga. So like, cause I'm like inching away, like, you know, I mean, like I'm inching forward to the front of my seat type thing, right? And Attack on Titan, I know what's gonna happen. I've already read it, so I was like, I'm just excited.
Just the animation itself is sick,
man. Honestly, so yeah, bro, friggin'
I'm glad to end it off with.
Yeah, Sundays are the best for that. So
for me, Sundays are rest day. Like I didn't go to the gym today because it's rest day. My body is so sore, but I got a lot of work to do, so And I think I'm gonna today. I think I'm gonna take some time to create some reels.
No, see, that's good. Oh man, I think I'm gonna try.
And you need to start. Yeah, you need to start posting on our social.
Yeah. If you guys don't follow our social media, you can follow us at the Talks Podcast on IG and TikTok.
Yeah, and feel free to follow us as well. Me at Justin Pasqua _ because Justin Pasqua is taken.
That's your catchphrase, eh? And Josh Pasqua music
on Spotify. And,
yeah, just everywhere. Yeah, you find me on Google.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have. We're supposed to. Oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. We were supposed to. I didn't even address this. We were supposed to have a guest on today. They won't be coming in until the 20th. So honestly, I want to try to find a guest next week, just for fun.
Okay.
Cool. Anyways, yeah,
cool.
This was
a
great.
good podcast.
I had fun. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Talks Podcast. We will see you guys in episode 14.
Yes, we will.
And hope you guys have a great day, a great evening, a great night, whenever you're listening to this.
Wherever you are. Yeah.
Wherever you are. And we'll see you guys next week.
Take care. Peace.
See ya.